Neal was interesting. He was an elegant, very tasteful pianist who played almost anything you could think of exquisitely, beautifully. He was also an elegant, exquisite gentleman. When he showed up for any gig, he was impeccably dressed. He was a wonderful gentleman in every sense. He was a regular pianist for the Cleveland Jazz Orchestra for a while. He would show up in a dinner jacket, neatly pressed, while some of the other guys looked like they slept in them. But he was completely impeccable. He could play almost anything. Early in his career, after he got out of college and after he served in the Air Force for 4 years, where he played drums in a marching band, Neal toured with a rock and roll band. And then he went to New York, and he latched on with a record company, playing sessions. He was a backup musician for any number of records. He told me he had no idea how many records he appeared on in New York. He left New York in 1973 and came to Cleveland, and he became, I think, one of the giants of Cleveland jazz players. He was playing all over the place. What most people don't realize about Neal Creque is that he was an extremely prolific composer. We don't think about his compositions very often, but he composed thousands of songs. He told me that in his basement, he had tapes he'd made at home of some of the songs he had composed, and he lost count past 6,000. Some of his songs were recorded by various people. Probably the best known was Wandering Rose, which was recorded by Ramsey Lewis. Others were recorded by Leon Thomas, Grant Green, Randy Brecker recorded some of Neal's songs. And he also taught at Oberlin, and he was teaching at Oberlin when he died in 2000. It was a big shock for the whole jazz world, I think, when Neal died. It was, and they had a beautiful musical celebration of his life out at Oberlin at Finney Chapel. And it was mobbed. Every musician you could think of was there. Neal said that for him, after recording with all sorts of people in New York and spending time in New York, he called Cleveland his utopia. He loved it here. And he played with trios and small groups and solos, and he played with big bands. He played almost anything. Just a beautiful player in almost any setting you can imagine for jazz or any other form of music, too. I mean, his personality, I think, came out in his music, that he was impeccable. Just beautiful guy, a guy you couldn't help but like. And what he did very, very well.